Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-April 2020 readings. This is from the time period of April 15th-ish to the end of the month. Could start a little sooner, could go past the end of the month and into May. This is for entertainment purposes only. And this could be for your sun, moon, rising Venus, whatever resonates with you. And it doesn't pertain to everybody. I am reading for the collective. I will say I've been struggling with energies lately, just because of the whole coronavirus thing. I think people's fears are up pretty high, and it has been a little bit of a distraction. The unknown. We all worry. However, I think I'm getting through the readings pretty good. If it's a little off, that is why. I wanted you guys to have a clear understanding. I am an empath, so for me, especially in situations like this where it is affecting the whole world, when you have a large group who are all in the same mindset for the most part and exhibiting the same feelings, it can be very overwhelming for an empath. Going to Myers, forget about it. And I'm not from the East Coast, but I love that phrase. Forget about it. Not happening. No. Because people are agitated, don't want to be there, want to get it done, want to get out of there. And it's negative. So negative. And I literally feel like screaming by the time I walk out of there. Walmart, anything like that. Local grocery store. Concerts. I love concerts because everybody who goes there, it's a large crowd and they're all really super excited and happy and, out to have a good time. And I feel that just as much as I feel the negative stuff. Anyways, Sagittarius, let's see what we got going for you in April. Sorry I babbled on. It's really stuck in my head, how overwhelming it is. Usually I can ground and maybe sage or something like that, and I can lessen it a little bit, or it's easier to remind myself that it's not my feelings that I'm feeling. But it's been extremely difficult, and it's probably because there's so many people on such a massive scale that are feeling this that it's almost hard to avoid. I literally just want to sleep through this. If I could sleep through this, as far as the emotions and energy of other people, but still, go out and walk and do my readings and read and, watch my favorite shows and interact with my favorite people. If I can still do that, hey, life couldn't get much better, Anyways, Sagittarius. See, I need to focus. All right, Sagittarius. Sorry about that. What do we got for you for mid-April through the end of April 2020? These cards want to stick. You got the King of Wands and the Page of Wands. Saggy. So I feel like the King of Wands is you, Sagittarius. Usually... I've always reserved it for you. Mainly because it's a king. And being a Sagittarius, you which is ironic because if you ever interact with the Leo and a Sagittarius, you wouldn't say Sagittarius is the more old soul of the two. But they are. They're at the tail end of the zodiacal wheel, and that denotes age or wisdom, old soul, an older soul, maybe lived a couple more lifetimes. Then an Aries. Aries is a baby. They're the first sign of the zodiac. They're the babies. So they have a little bit younger of a soul. If you ever notice being around an Aries, they're really hyped up and always out for an adventure and all that good stuff. And you are too, Sagittarius. It's just you have a more mature approach to it to what you want to do, how you want to do it, when. You definitely have more patience. I'll say that. But you will go wherever the wind takes you. And not look back, really. You have that unique ability. But anyways. Alright, and then you have the Page of Wands here. And so you have somebody younger coming to you with an offer. I was going to say fire sign, but I don't feel like they're a fire sign. I just feel like they're a younger soul. They're not an Aries. You know, and honestly, if you look at the cards, it looks like a child. Sagittarius. So this might be a little too detailed for the collective, but if it doesn't resonate with you, there are a lot of other readers that are releasing mid-months, you know. I'm sure you can find a message with them. And thank you for your time, you know. But it's not going to resonate with everybody. You know, this sounds a little specific. But anyway, so here's the King of Wands. That's you. I saw that as you. Now look at this Page of Wands. Preteen age to me. So your child is coming with an offer. A passionate offer. I feel like, honestly, Sagittarius, that you're standing in your strength. And truly, it almost feels like someone with a crush. Like a younger person than you with a crush. Because the King of Wands isn't even looking at the Page of Wands. The King of Wands is off thinking about all the things King of Wands needs to think about. You know, structure, new beginnings, you know, passion, hardworking, you know. They're focusing on what they focus on normally. And here you come. I got something for you. For you. And you're in the energy of, I don't have time for this. That's very sweet. But I don't have time for this. What are they coming to offer, you Sagittarius? What's this younger person coming to offer? It could be an Aries. I'm not laying that off the books, but I don't feel like it is. I feel like this is a younger person. Preteen, teen, they're definitely coming with information, truth, a message. Let's see what that message is. Huh. Okay. Yes, this is definitely a crush. Sagittarius. And I have two pages out. I have a Page of Swords and a Page of Wands. I feel like it's the same person. I feel like it's this teenager or young adult or preteen. It's somewhere in there. And they're coming to tell you that the way a teenager who has a crush does, that they just can't sleep at night. Sagittarius, they can't sleep at night. They're up all night thinking about you. They're worrying about how they're going to surpass this obstacle. How they're going to fight for it. And here you are, Sag. I know a lot of people think the Three of Cups, especially with two pages that came out for you, is third parties. But this is, I've never interpreted this card that way because there's only one person in this card. I literally, on this, I'm not going to take the definition of the card at all. I'm going to take it for exactly what I see. This person, this younger person that has an adoration and a crush on you, just put you on a pedestal. I mean, they're up at night worrying about how they're going to get over this hurdle to have you. That's sweet. And you, of course, are over here like, I don't have time. I'm busy. I have time for a school kid crush. That's very sweet. I'll just ignore it. But see, he's coming twice in a page capacity. This one's not letting up. This one thinks of you as a goddess. When I see this lady coming out of the lotus bloom with 3 full cups in front of her. And I never felt third party with that card just because of how it visually looks. You know, I view it as they look at you as like the do all and all, like this goddess up, or God, because this is not gender specific, as this goddess or God up on a pedestal, and look how beautiful they look up there. How am I going to get this person? That's what they're saying to themselves every night, to the point that they can't sleep. They can't sleep. They got to get past this hurdle. How should you handle this, Sagittarius, for mid-April to the end of April? How should you handle this younger person? I mean, you don't want to hurt them, you know. It's a crush. We've all had them. No, that our crushes can do no wrong, right, Sagittarius? So you can do no wrong in their eyes. So you got to be very careful. You have a responsibility with that. Even though you didn't place those feelings there, you do have a responsibility with that. But I don't doubt that you will handle it the right way. I mean, you are standing in a King of Wands upright position. I think that you're going to handle it the right way. I don't envy you this position because nobody wants to let somebody down. And here you come. And there you're looking back. This Page of Pentacles is asking... This page, because here he comes again. I know it's 3 pages, but it's not... It's the same young energy. Here they come again. Here they come again. Except this time, you're looking at walking away. Instead of looking away from the person, now you're looking at walking away. Now you're looking at, is this person okay to have in my life? Is this a healthy crush? They shouldn't be up at night in tears and anxiety and worrying about the obstacles and the burdens to get to their goddess. Like, I think at this point, you know, when we get to this point in the reading, I don't know if you've gotten there yet where this person has expressed nonchalantly their crush, which I don't even know if they could nonchalantly at this point. I mean, this is adoration. But at this point, now you're like, okay, it's the 3rd time this person's come to me with a different approach this time. First, it was with passion. Then it was with honesty. Now it's with bribery. Now it's literally with bribery. And so you come to the realization that this isn't going to change. And you're starting to look at walking away from this person entirely. Because you might feel like it's growing into an obsession. Not a dark, you know, basic instinct obsession, but, you know, something that they can't stop focusing on. Ooh, that flew out. Let's see what that has to say. Oh, yeah. What did I say? They can't stop focusing on it. They literally are just laying in their bed thinking about all the ways they don't have you. I mean, it's kind of endearing. It is a little on the sweet side. And we've all had that person that's crushed after us, you know, that younger person where you just know you have to handle it a little bit with kid gloves because you don't want them to second guess who they get drawn to, and you also don't want them to second guess themselves, you know. This is so cute. Like, honestly. One more card. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles. So they're stuck in your head, and you're really looking at walking away. The thing is that here you are, Sagittarius, in your finest form. Temperance. Patient. You're patiently going to wait for them to understand spiritually, like instinctually, like know that you are headed off to give an offer to somebody else. The interest isn't with them. Any advice? Let's take the Midnology cards. Any advice for Sagittarius for mid-April to the end of April 2020? Any advice you can give them in how to handle this adorable person who's got a raging crush on them? Is there any advice you can give to Sagittarius? Please. Communication is key. It's time to take action. Sagittarius, you've sat on it long enough. This person is making themselves sick with worry, trying to figure out how to get you romantically. And to the point that it's keeping them up at night. It's gone too far. It's gone too far. And I really truly feel like you're oblivious of it in the first place because you're not, I mean, look, you're not even looking at them. They're looking right at you. But you're not even looking at them. You're not even paying attention. I don't even think you're really all that aware of to what extent at first that this person has a crush on you. And then once you're aware that this is starting to fall beyond adoration and into obsession. And at that point is when you start looking at walking away. But you need to communicate to this person why you need to walk away. You know? And it's time to take action. You need to be very clear in saying that they're too young for you while you do understand how they feel. And that if they were older, you know, maybe things would be different. You need to handle it in a mature way because I feel like this is a really precious heart who's got like their first big crush, you know? And you have a responsibility, Sagittarius, to take note of that and handle it like that. I mean, we don't want to be damaging people down the road, you know, just because it's more of a nuisance because you didn't even realize it was going on. So as far as you're concerned, you know, you knew this person had a crush on you, but you did not realize it was to the extent that it is. And it's not in a dangerous way. It is in a very imaginative way. This person has made you out to be this god or goddess on a pedestal. I mean, can do no wrong. Everything they say is right. It begins and ends with them, you know. They would lay down their life for you. I mean, true passion from a teenager. Preteen, early 20s, late teens, somewhere in there. Anyways, with that being said, Sagittarius, good luck with that. They're young. We both know they'll be running after the next one, their next crush, 2 months from now. But please just keep in mind, it's a new heart, like a little newborn, I feel like the first time they're expressing a crush to somebody. With that being said, love and light. You guys have a wonderful April. Thanks, Sagittarius.